All of my help, come on in, come on in, comes from you. From you, Lord. All of my help, all of my... Come on in, come on in. Greetings from the Empowering Temple of Praise Church. Being constructed, yeah, you don't see it yet. At 3615 Reed Street, heart of Fort Worth, Texas, aka Funky Town. Home of the, hopefully, TCU National Football Champions. We'll see. It's the Lord's will. The other team praying for Georgia to win, but let's see what happened. I'm just proud of the TCU Horned Frogs for making it this far. It's all, you just look at the preseason schedule on where they expected TCU to be at the end of the season. That's why you don't go by what other folks say, because they think they know, but they don't. Oh my goodness. God just put that in there. But let's go ahead and get into this word. There is a word from the Lord. In the gospel according to St. Luke chapter 23, beginning at verse 34. I'll probably read 33 as well. St. Luke chapter 23, beginning at verse 33. Here is what is recorded in the BNV version, break it down version. This lesson is short and sweet, so don't miss it. They were led to a place called the Skull. There they nailed Jesus, the soldiers did, to the cross. They also nailed the criminals beside him, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Here it is. Jesus then said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. Oh my goodness. You already know. I already put it in the caption. This I'm going to use for a subject from which to preach. They think they know, but they don't. Oh my goodness. Somebody need to clap on that. Who are they, Bishop? The haters. The folks who think that they putting you down and that you ain't going to be nothing because they left. Who are they, Bishop? Glad you asked. They are those folk who said that if I stop talking to you, then you ain't going to be nobody. If I stop supporting you, then you'll be nothing. Yeah, I'm talking about those folks who thought that you were going to be down because they left, stopped talking to you, had no dealings with you, stopped supporting you, stopped financially dealing with you, and they thought that because of that you would be nobody. But they didn't know, even though they thought they did. I love this. I love this. I love this, because every one of us can testify to the fact that there have been people who mistreated us, right? People who have dogged us, treated us badly. And they thought that at that time that because they were on the high echelon of things and that they were putting us down so far that we wouldn't be nothing. Yeah, I know y'all like, Bishop, ain't you talking about us, not you. Oh, no. Let me raise my hand, because there have been some folk, they know who they are, who have in the past didn't think I would mount to anything. You're like, Bishop, I can't believe that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you. There are some haters that are out there. Some you know. You got it. And there are others you don't even know. There are haters who don't like you, who will talk about you behind your back. And then if you find out that they are talking about you, your first response is, what did I do to deserve that type of treatment? What did I do to have them folks stab me in my back? What did I do to have folks talk about me and scandalize my name? And some of them you don't even know. Some of them, they just heard about you and didn't like you. Because most of them, they see your glory. They don't know the whole story. I like this, y'all, because there are folks who thought that because they were getting out of your life, that you're going to regret it, because you're going to go down, that you will be nobody. But what they didn't know is that God used them to leave so he could elevate you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. Here it is. Here it is. What they thought they knew, but they didn't. They thought that because they left, you would be nothing. They figured that if I keep throwing bricks at them, they didn't know that you were going to use the bricks to build the house that you have or that you're about to have. Yeah, you are just holding the bricks. Yeah, you don't have to throw them back. You are holding the bricks that they've been throwing, and they thought they were doing something right because they think they know. They thought they were doing the right thing. They thought they were doing something that was building their chest up and sticking their chest out. And you're like, well, how do you think they thought they know, Bishop? Because when folks think they know, they laugh about it. They mock you. They smile because they think they got it going on, right? When folks really think they know and they got you and they putting you down and that they realize that it's working and they think it's working anyway, when they get to that point, you can see the smile. You can see all 64 or 48 or 10, whatever they have in there. You can see all of them, right? Because they think they know they got you. But I'm here as a living witness, and I can testify to the fact that they think they know, but they don't. Oh, my goodness. I love this. I love this because as a child of the King, oh, my sisters and brothers, let me tell you, there's nobody, I don't care what power they possess, I don't care how much money they have, there's nobody that can mistreat you and you be mistreated continuously without God changing that thing around. I don't care who you are. Yeah, yeah. If you've been down for so long, you getting ready to come up. You'd be like, Bishop, how you know? That's God. It's just that simple. Yeah, I've only been on this earth for 54 and a half some odd years, as they say. But out of all those years, when I first met God and discovered who God really is, I understand and discovered the fact that you can be down and folks can put you down. But God ain't gonna let you stay down. He's going to elevate you. He gonna lift you back up. And the naysayers who talked about you, mistreated you, and thought you wasn't gonna mount to anything, not only is he gonna bring you up, but he gonna allow them to see it. Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. The folk didn't know that the mess and the poop and the junk and the manure that they kept throwing your way, you were going to use it for fertilizer, right? You were going to use the fertilization of the manure and the mess and the trash that they kept throwing you. You was using that to fertilize your foundation. So now you smile more. Now you are stronger. Now you are powerful. Now you have more knowledge. Now here it is, the joker that thought that he was going to leave or she was going to leave and you were going to go down. What they failed to realize is God used them, their absence, to get you closer to God. And now, not only are you better off than when you were with them, that you have more knowledge and more power and you have more self-esteem and you got it going on more, but you wouldn't be in the position that you're in had they not left and they thought they knew. Oh my goodness. Here it is. I was thinking that there are some folks who stop talking to you, right? There are folks, trust me, there are some folks who stop talking to you. And they have their reasons, right? And sometimes it gets to you. Sometimes it gets to you. Let me help you out, though. Let it get to you for just a little bit. Just a little short period. Because what you don't understand, and you must now, is that every situation from a child of the King, right? If you claim Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you following God's prerequisites of loving and abiding by the 2 commandments, I ain't talking about the 10, the 2, because it covers those 10. You love the Lord God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and you love your neighbor as yourself, and you faithfully give. There's nothing that God won't do for you. I'm just telling you like it is. There's nothing he won't do for you. Which means that when he, watch this, allows folk to mistreat you, they think they know what they doing. When he allows folks to put you down, those folk think they know what they doing. When God allows folks to talk about you behind your back, the folks who are doing the talking think they know what they're doing. But I'm in that, but they don't. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It just gave you time to get closer to God that you wouldn't have had the time to do had they not left, because you were so busy being occupied with certain things. God said, you know what? I'm gonna give you some time and space so we can get closer to each other. Now, you didn't have to use that space, but because of the little angst and the agony and the anger that you had and the way you was feeling because they left, because they talked about you, because you can't believe what they said, God utilized that spirit of anger to allow you to get closer to God. Now you feel a little bit more powerful, right? Now you have a little bit more faith. Now you're a little bit more at peace. And you would not have been there had that joker still been in your life. Let me move on. Here it is. If you look at this text, I like this text, right? Because it tells us that the folks who crucified Jesus, it's real simple, right? I told you this message is simple. The folks who crucified Jesus, they talked about him. They stabbed him. They spat on him. They mocked him. And they laughed at him. I mean, they were just making a mockery of him. This joker say he king of the Jews. This joker here, put these thorns in his head and press it down. The blood coming out. Hey, king. You know, they talked about him, right? And they thought they knew what they were doing because they were laughing about it. When you think you right and you think you got it going on and you ain't got to worry about nothing, even though you putting somebody else down, those folk begin to laugh. They begin to have fun, make a mockery of the situation. You probably didn't see some of the folk doing you like that, but they do. There are folks who talk about Bishop. There are folks who talk about the family. I mean, it happens, y'all. But you need not worry about that because you are a child of the King. And God allows those things to happen for a purpose and a reason. You just got to move on. Because here's the deal. When folks see you, watch this. Thank you. When folks see you going downhill, they automatically think that's a negative, right? They're like, oh, he going down. But here's what the Holy Spirit told me. Bishop, tell him to keep looking. Tell him to keep looking. I'm like, why is that? Why is that, God? He said, because when you go downhill, notice that you pick up speed. And I'm giving you the downhill motion so that when you pick up speed, you'll know that I'm about to bring you up. Oh my goodness. And I want you to have enough speed, even though the naysayers looking at it in a negative fashion, I'm allowing you to pick up speed, even in the downhill state, because I'm getting ready to bring you up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Somebody ought to shout, glory. Thank God for getting ready to bring me up. Watch this. He said, in this text, it says that they nailed them to the cross, right? Nailed it. It's like I got you. This when folks think they know what they're doing and they got you, they really feel good and confident, right? So they nailed Jesus to the cross. At that moment, we got him. You can't move. We nailed him. Nailed him on the head. We good, right? Nailed his hand, feet. Matter of fact, he ain't even on his feet no more. You know that connotation we use all the time? I got to get back on my feet. So they took Jesus off his feet. Nailed him to the cross. So all this time, these folks are thinking they know what they're doing. And that's what happens, right? You dog folks, you mock folks, you talk about folks. and you think you know what you're doing. But watch what Jesus said. He said, Father, forgive them. Let me translate it for you. For they have no idea what they are doing. But they will. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Somebody ought to shout out for that one. Here it is. This is my translation now. That ain't what on me looking like, Bishop, what? I don't see that in the Bible. I just told you. Let me translate what Jesus said for them. Forgive them, Father, because they celebrating like they know what they're doing. They're selling my agony, my pain. They are celebrating, they mocking me. They are celebrating because I'm bleeding. They are celebrating because they see me suffering. They are celebrating because I'm homeless. They are celebrating because I'm broke right now. They are celebrating because I'm having an issue between family right now. And they are celebrating. Watch this. And Jesus said, but God forgive them. Why forgive them, Jesus? They don't know what they're doing. They think they know, but they have no idea what they're doing. But they will. Oh, here it is. Here it is. What you mean? But they will, because I'm weak right now. But that's right now. Yeah, I'm homeless right now, but that's right now. You know what? I'm off my feet right now. But that's right now. I'm broke right now, but that's right now. But a few days from now, I'm trying to help somebody. Your days may not be 2 or 3 days. It may be next week, next month, or 6 months from now. But I'm here to tell you, the folks who are dogging you and putting you down, if you put your trust in God and say, God, take the wheel. I don't want you to be the co-driver. I don't want you to be the co-pilot. I want you to drive this thing. I want you to drive my life. I want you to fly my life. I want you to be the president, not just resident of my life. I want you to be in charge. You tell me when, why, where, how, and what. And then I'll do that, and I know I'm taken care of. It's not a matter of if, it's when I'm going to come back up, because they think they got me. They think they nailed me, right? They think it's over, but Jesus said, forgive them. Yeah, because they have no idea what they're doing, but they will. Because, what you mean, Jesus? Because in 3 days, the third day, I'm going to rise. Yeah. Just like though I'm rising. Even you see me bleeding right now. You see me broke right now. You see me off my feet right now. But in 3 days, I'm gonna be on my feet. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get back up. But the folks that have done this to you, they think they know what they're doing, but they don't. Because sooner or later, I love the fact that how God does it. God not only said you're going to be back on your feet in days. He not only said that you no longer going to be broke in days, but he said, watch this. Not only am I going to lift you up, but the folks that dog you, I'm going to let them see you. Oh my goodness. That's the message right there. The folks that talked about you, the folks that treated you badly, the folks say you are not going to amount to anything. The folk that say I left, so you gonna go down. The folk that said I ain't giving you no more money, so you gonna be broke. The folk that said that you know what, I ain't gonna give you a reference. The folk that said that I ain't gonna help you with your resume. The folk that said that I ain't gonna even talk to you no more. I blocked your number. The folks that treat you badly. God said, not only am I going to lift you up, not only am I going to put you back on your feet, but I'm going to let the folks who dog you see it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, tell your haters, you think you know, but you don't. Tell your folks that come against you, you know what, I'm just going to let you know. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't. Yeah. Tell the folk that don't like it, you know what, I got you. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't. Tell the folk that want to see you fail, you think you know what you're doing, but you don't. Because I'm going to be risen back up to a certain level where God have me going, and you're going to be able to watch me. Look at me now. I love that. I love that. Like Brother Joseph used to say at E-Top. He said, hey, see me now, watch me later. I love that. I love that. What was he saying? He was saying that right now I may be down. Right now I may be broke. Right now I may be homeless. Right now I look like this, right? I'm bleeding. I got blood coming from me. I'm sick. I look a mess, a hot mess. But that's right now. But God says, I'm going to rise up again in days. Matter of fact, the third day. Yeah, your third day may not be 3 days. Your third day may be next week, saints. Your third day may be next month. But here's the deal. Whenever that day come, or know for a fact that day is coming, you need to let your haters know. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't. Be blessed. That God will continue to bless and keep you is my prayer. Don't forget your seeds, your tithes, and your offering. Until next time, Happy New Year for those that